I have developed a computer program that can work through a series of steps. But wait a minute, isn't that what all computer programs do in general? That's correct. I just try to achieve it in a rather complicated way that is supposed to eventually make it very easy for anyone to understand the series of steps a computer takes to complete a given task. As an example, let's consider the task of printing a black X on a sheet of paper. The printer will start to feed a sheet of paper from its input tray. A piece of paper with a black X on it will come out the other end and the printing process will be completed. Have you ever tried to print something to find a completely blank A4 in the output tray? A bad situation to be in. In order to improve your situation, it helps to understand what happens inside the printer. The black ink cartridge that was selected in step 1 could be empty, or the parts of the printer could be misaligned, preventing the application of ink to the paper. Knowing the steps of the printing process can help you in two ways. For starters, you can reason that running the printing process again with a different color instruction could give you at least some result right away. As a consequence of achieving this short-term result, you can conclude that the color step of the printing process needs to be fixed. And by replacing the black ink cartridge, you are able to improve your future situation as well. Processes in real life can be much more complex than our simplified printing example. The computer program that I have developed is even simpler than the example, because it will only work through 0 steps, which means it's doing nothing but run from start to finish. It is like feeding a sheet of paper from the input tray to the output tray of the printer, and doing nothing in between. Specialized software like CB Modeler is available for designing a process graphically like this and saving it as a file, a so-called BPMN file, in which the P stands for process. The ZB Broker, which is a computer program that you can run anywhere you want, can actually run these process diagrams. I demonstrate that I can upload a process to a ZB Broker. After uploading it, I can request the ZB Broker to run the process with an arbitrary set of variables. As soon as ZB has finished running all 0 steps of the workflow, it returns to me the values of all variables that it holds on completion. I hope my application sounds incredibly simple, because this is just a groundwork on top of which more complex functionality will be added. Next up features are adding tasks between the start and end of a process, for instance for calculating net income based on gross income, and sending data to a running process so that it can continue working through remaining steps. All components of the application are automatically deployed to the Amazon cloud using GitLab CI pipelines. The Vue.js frontend running on S3 communicates with the Dockerized CB Broker on Elastic Beanstalk via a serverless REST API running on Lambda. The code will be open sourced soon.